Chapter 6626. He choked up and said, "How could this happen? My brother is still so young and in his prime. And he has so many bodyguards around him. How could he encounter an accident?" He didn't wait for the superintendent to answer and asked impatiently, "Mr. Watanabe, is my niece okay? It seems that she attended the event with my brother tonight. Is she in danger?" The superintendent general was stunned for a moment. Mitsui Yoshitoka did not give him a standard answer to this question. So, he did not know how to answer for a moment. However, the superintendent general is the superintendent general after all. And his reaction speed is faster than that of ordinary people. He felt that Mitsui Yoshitoka even said that he was dead. And it was likely that he wanted to throw a smoke bomb at his brother Mitsui Yoshiyasu. So he might as well throw a smoke bomb more fiercely. So, he said with great regret, "Mr. Sumimasen Mitsui, your niece was also killed." Pucci? Mitsui Yoshiyasu could not hold back the excitement in his heart. And he almost laughed out loud. However, he immediately changed his tone to crying, choking with pain. How could this happen? Shinmai is only in her 20s. How could these killers be so cruel? The superintendent of police touched his nose and said, "Mr. Mitsui, please accept my condolences. I called to tell you the news first. But what happened at the dome tonight is indeed very serious. I still have a lot of things to deal with. So I won't talk to you for now." Mitsui Yoshiyasu immediately said, "Mr. Watanabe, I'll be there soon. I must see my brother and niece with my own eyes." The superintendent of police felt that this might be the purpose of Mitsui Yoshitoka letting him act, so he said, "Okay, come over if it's convenient for you. I've put martial law here. But call me when you arrive and I'll ask someone to bring you in." "Okay." Mitsui Yoshiyasu thanked him and immediately hung up the phone. He then said to the driver excitedly, "Turn around, turn back now." At this time, the dome, the entire backstage, and the vehicle entrances and exits dedicated to backstage internal personnel had all been put under martial law by the police. The helicopter flew back and forth many times, transporting a large number of SWAT to the scene and nearby. Such a big movement could not be concealed from the public. So many people discussed online, wondering what happened in the dome that attracted so many police. Claire and Elsa had already left the venue and headed for the hotel according to Charlie's instructions. However, on the way back to the hotel, they also saw several police helicopters flying towards the dome. Claire also sent a message to Charlie specifically to ask him if he knew what happened. Charlie told her that Tawana was in a little danger. But the police had arrived and dealt with it. 10 minutes later, a left-hand drive Bentley Mulsanne drove to the internal entrance and exit of the dome. In Japan, vehicles drive on the left, so most vehicles are right-hand drive. But in the world of rich people in Japan, they are proud to drive left-hand drive cars. Therefore, it is often seen that many imported super luxury cars in Japan are left-hand drive. Although it is awkward to drive, it is also a symbol of the personality of rich people. At this time, the special police on duty stopped the vehicle and pointed dozens of guns at all the windows. The rear window rolled down and a man in his 50s said very carefully, "Hello, officers, I am Tokoroka Machi from the Inagawa Society." Upon hearing this, the SWAT closest to him thrust his 416 Hong Kong dollars assault rifle into the car, put the muzzle of the gun against Machi's forehead, and said coldly, "Get out. If you dare to make any dangerous moves, I might shoot." Machi was so scared that he trembled all over. He had clearly informed himself of his identity. But this SWAT dared to point the gun at him and speak so rudely, which could only prove one thing. That is, his superiors had given him clear orders to ask him to do so. It seemed that he had really made a big mistake this time. So, he could only honestly say, "Please don't get excited, I'll get out of the car now." After that, he reached out to open the car door. The SWAT said coldly, "Put your hands up and don't move." If any hand leaves my sight, I might shoot. This, Tokoroka Machi said awkwardly. If you don't let me move, how can I open the door and get out? Otherwise, you can help me open the door. Or let my driver help me open the door. The SWAT said disdainfully, put your hands out of the window. My people will help you out. What? Tokoroka Machi asked in surprise. What do you mean your people will help me out? The SWAT did not have any time to explain to him. He took a step back, held the gun tighter with both hands. And the index finger of his right hand was already on the trigger. He said sternly, put your hands out of the window. Immediately. Tokoroka Machi was afraid that the other party would really shoot. So he quickly and honestly put his hands out of the car window. At this time, the other two SWAT police immediately stepped forward. One of them grabbed one of his hands and forcibly pulled him out of the car window. Tokoroka Machi's body was pulled out of the car, and as soon as his ankles came out, he immediately fell to the ground. He just wanted to use his legs to find balance and stand firmly. But he didn't expect that the two special police officers deliberately pulled him down again with force, causing his body to fall heavily to the ground. Before he could recover from the severe pain, the special police immediately handcuffed his hands behind his back, picked him up, and took him inside. The special police pointed their guns at the driver, pulled the driver out of the car, and subdued him. At this time, a Rolls-Royce with the same left-hand drive also drove up. The same scene was played out again. The car window was lowered, and the man inside said with a bit of arrogance, I am Nishida Yuhiro of the Yamaguchi-gumi. Before Nishida Yuhiro finished saying his name, the muzzle of a gun was pressed against his forehead. The special police shouted, stop talking nonsense and get out.